This broadcast is a presentation of Wcxo Sports. Wcxo Sports, powered by the Union Banner at Union Banner on Facebook. Your sports teams, your community, your radio station. Presents Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7. Talkin' Sports is powered by Anne-Marie Tabin at First Bank in Breeze. Contact Anne-Marie for your mortgage product needs. Talkin' Sports is brought to you by Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in Centralia. Kaskaskia College. The future's yours at Kaskaskia College. Emin Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. Diane Chevrolet in Trenton. Nordike Funeral Home with 5 locations to serve your needs. McKendree University in Lebanon. Trenton Processing. And by Becker Jewelers with locations in Breeze and Highland and always online at beckerjewelers.com. Here's the host of Talkin' Sports, Rip Nottmeyer.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Talkin' Sports. Rip here in the Birdwatch and Health Mart studio. Yes, it's an early edition of Talkin' Sports because at 6:15 or so we'll make way for high school basketball from the Nashville Invitational at Central and Brentwood Mo. Let's take a really quick timeout, and then we'll come back with scores and stuff later on. We will have a replay of an interview we did with Glenn Big Arm Carmen in late August. Stay tuned for all kinds of stuff. Shortened edition, early, and all that, but we're back after these on Talkin' Sports.
Need insurance? Insurance you can really count on? If so, turn to Dan Imming at Imming Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Dan and his staff will provide you with the insurance coverage and service you deserve. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or commercial, your choices aren't limited either. Imming Insurance Agency represents many outstanding companies, so get covered by the best. Call Imming Insurance Agency at 594-4536 or stop by 589 9th Street in Carlisle. Imming Insurance Agency, a proud supporter of Clinton County sports. Farmers State Bank is dedicated to the communities they serve. They've been making home loans for over 100 years. They are and will continue to be a strong, steady, common-sense leader that's always focused on what's best for you and the community. And remember, Farmers State Bank has loan professionals standing by to assist you in making the right decision for your needs. That's Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. An equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 404955. If you're in need of a quality meat processing plant, there's just one place to turn: Trenton Processing. For nearly 50 years, this family-owned and operated business has served Clinton County and beyond, for good reason, too. Trenton Processing offers the very best in retail and wholesale products, custom butchering, deer processing, and plenty more, including specialty pet items. Trenton Processing at 120 West Broadway in Trenton, the home of Sugar Creek Smoked Meats.
Nordike Funeral Home's mission is to help you plan for a difficult funeral by celebrating the life of a loved one. The grieving process from losing someone you love will be tough, but Nordike Funeral Home will be there to assist you. Find helpful information at NordikeFuneralHome.com, from grief support, planning a funeral, obituary information, and sending flowers. Nordike Funeral Home with 5 locations in Carlisle, New Baden, Aveston, Albers, and Breeze.
What were we thinking when we designed the station? I'll tell you. We were thinking it takes all sorts to make a world.
Max 96.7.
Welcome back, everybody. Rip here in the Birdwatch and Health Mart studio on this Monday. Yes, we're a bit early again. Prep basketball is on tap at 6:15 or so, so it'll be a brief, not just early, but a brief edition, small version of Talkin' Sports. Let's get with scores and stuff, though. It's brought to you by Mideastern Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Carlisle, the hometown source for residential and commercial work. We'll start with the NFL because its Final Four is set after this weekend's slate of games. Yesterday in the NFC, it was the Saints over the Eagles 20-14. Drew Brees threw a couple of TD passes, and Marcus Lattimore had a couple of picks. The last one was a gift. And also yesterday in the American Football Conference, the Patriots just trounced the chart. 41-28 was the final. It wasn't even close to being that close. It was a 35-7 game. at the half. New England scored on its first 4 possessions. On Saturday afternoon and evening, it was the Chiefs over Indianapolis 31-13. Damian Williams ran for 129 yards. Tyreek Hill had a big day as far as receiving goes. And how about them Cowboys? Yep, they were dropped by the Rams 30-22 Saturday night. So we're all set for this weekend's Final Four. It's going to be the Rams of L.A. against New Orleans down south and in the American New England and Kansas City. Should be really cold is what they're looking at now for Kansas City. And yes, for the first time, if you heard Rip Sports Clip, for the first time in almost 2 full seasons, I finally flipped on the NFL. I'll just keep it there. But I did watch, in particular, yesterday, the last game, etc. A lot of coaching moves. We touched on a little this Saturday, but basically here's what's happened as of the latest in the NFL. The Browns have hired Freddie Kitchens. The Broncos get Vic Fangio from the Chicago Bears. Adam Gase, he found a job in a hurry. He becomes the Jersey Jets coach. The Packers are turning to supposedly an offensive whiz and Matt LaFleur. He's already got Aaron. He's the player coach. Cliff Kingsbury, that's everybody's surprise. He winds up in the desert. Bruce Arians logs into the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of my faves, yes. All right, Oklahoma quarterback Kyler Murray has declared for the 2019 NFL Draft. That's mainly a formality. Let's see where this all winds up. He can still pull out. Of course, he's a 2-sport star. Quite successful this season, yeah, but he was also chosen by the A's last summer. He's already, he gets a signing bonus of $4.66 million. He gets kind of complicated. He's going to have to make his choice, He's 5'8" probably at best, not 5'10". Did a great job in college as a QB. Got a feeling he might be splattered in the NFL, even in today's PC game. Jalen Hurts has entered the transfer portal. That's, of course, from the college ranks. He's going to play somewhere next year as a graduate student, actually. And everybody is turning pro right about now. It's that time of year, the combine around the corner and all of that. The Blues claimed another victory Saturday night. Hey. Yep, and another one behind goalie Jordan Bennington. The young kid won his 3rd game by turning away 21 shots on goal. The Blues beat Dallas down in Big D 3-1. Maroon actually scored a goal, and Tarasenko lit the lamp twice for his 13th and 14th tallies of the seasons. The Blues are about to face off against the Caps in D.C. They beat them a week or so ago, twice in a row against the Capitals, the champs. I don't know. They're having another really good season. With 59 points, they lead the Metropolitan Division. The Blues look to hit the 500 mark tonight and look to win their 3rd in a row for the first time all season. They're 19-20-4 now with 42 points. They're only 5 or 6 out of a playoffs. This is kind of interesting, some stats and so forth. The Blues are allowing 3.46 goals a game at home, just 2.53 on the road. They rank 23rd on the power play at home. They're 6th on the PP in away games. And as far as penalty killing goes, they rank 24th at home but 3rd on the road. The only outlier is they score fewer goals on the enemy ice than they do at home. But most of that makes no sense at all. In college basketball, of course the Illini lost. That was Thursday, but a 10-point defeat to a tough Michigan team this time. Illinois is home for the Minnesota Golden Gophers Wednesday night. Brad Underwood's club now zipping 5-4-12. Missouri fell in the Carolinas yesterday. It was the Gamecocks over the Tigers 85-75. Mizzou is 0-2-9-5. Missouri and Bama will touch it off Wednesday night at Columbia Mo. The SIU Salukis were knocked off by Valpo by 4 points Saturday. They're now 2-9-8. They'll go to Illinois State tomorrow night to square off with those Redbirds. The SLU Billikens disposed of LaSalle Saturday by a 7-spot, 71-64. SLU heads for Fordham tomorrow night. And SIU, yep, it was another one in the wrong column. In fact, they were smacked 90-54 by Jacksonville State on Saturday. The Cougars are at the Vidalabine Center for Austin P Thursday. Michigan, back to Michigan. They're now off to their best start in program history after an 80-60 win over Northwestern last night. Xavier Simpson, the Illini, saw plenty of him. He had a career-high 24 points last evening. So the Michigan team is hitting on all cylinders. And Duke squeaked one out Saturday, 80-78 over Florida State on a last-second triple by Cam Reddish, one of their terrific freshmen. Duke remains number 1 in the AP poll that just came out today. And the NBA, James Harden, he had a game for the history books last night. He scored 38 points during another win. That marked the 16th consecutive time he has scored at least 30 or more, matching Kobe Bryant for the longest streak in league history since the merger, anyway, in 76-7. But he was also 1 out of 17 from beyond the arc, and that tied the league's single game record for the most misses from beyond that 3 line. In baseball, sweepstakes may be heating up just a bit for Manny Machado and Harper. Machado supposedly is sitting on an 8-year offer from the White Sox. The Phillies are still after him. Maybe a mystery team. The same with Harper. But we may be getting a little closer to a solutions. Today, left-hander Derek Holland re-signed with the Giants on a 1-year, $7 million deal. That includes a club option for the 2020 campaign. He's still pretty good. I mean, he's had a couple of questionable years, but he made 30 starts for the Giants last season, 7-9, a 3.57 ERA in over 171 innings and stuff. We didn't get a chance to cover everything Saturday. Stoney and I had a lot on the plate, but DJ LeMahieu does go to the Yankees. DeGrom is back with the Mets at $17 million for a year. The Mets also signed Jed Lowry. That's a good pickup there. Yasmin Grandal goes to the Milwaukee Brewers. The Cubs re-signed Addison Russell, a bit controversial there. Shelby Miller, remember him, the former Cardinal. He goes to the Rangers. And the Dodgers picked up catcher Russell Martin. That's enough of that. Of course, Ozuna, Waka, and Leon are all back with the Cardinals on arbitration deals. Finally, in golf, Matt Kuchar won the Sony Open in Hawaii. That is Scores and Stuff, brought to you directly by Mideastern Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Carlisle, the hometown source for both residential and commercial work. Another timeout is coming up. Don't go anywhere and call your family and friends. We're here early for a while. This is Talking Sports on a Monday night.
Moving forward requires taking that first step. And when it comes to your future, your first step should be Kaskaskia College. With more than 50 degrees and 100 certificate programs, Kaskaskia College can prepare you for a great career, your next promotion, or set you on your educational path. Life is too short to wait. Take your first step to success with Kaskaskia College. Learn more today. Call 545-3040 or kaskaskia.edu.
If it has been a long time since you've been to the dentist, you need to know you're not alone. For some, past experiences make it impossible to pick up the phone and call. Others are embarrassed because it has been so long. Hi, I'm Dr. Casey Santel, a general dentist from Breeze, Illinois, who sedates patients with pills. I believe in listening to our patients and finding workable solutions to problems they have without making them feel guilty or putting them down. Please call me, Dr. Casey Santel, at Breeze Dental Care at 526-2020 to schedule an appointment where sedation dentistry is an option for you to take care of your teeth without anxiety.
Are you looking for a happy dental home? Dr. Draghi and Dr. Santel are in-network providers with many insurance companies and have what you are looking for. New patients welcome and most emergencies seen immediately. Get back on the right track to good dental health with Breeze Dental Care. Call 526-2020. That's 526-2020.
You've heard me say it before, when your trucks are your life, you need to be turning to be earned. I am Perry Stanfa from Central Illinois Truck Service in Greenville. If your commercial tractor and trailer is down, we can get you back on the road faster and for less money than you thought possible. If it has wheels and an engine, we can fix it, including farm equipment. We are also building semi-trucks if you are ready for an upgrade. Call us today at 664-2646 or stop by Central Illinois Truck Service in Greenville.
Remember what it was like to expect the unexpected?
I never realized it was so complex.
Guess what? The feeling's back.
You're on Max.
Yeah, Logan sports fans, Rip here at the Bird Watson Health Mart studio. We're here bright and early, at least for the evening here. The time is 5:45. That time drop is zipped your way courtesy of Zirin Funeral Home in Carlisle. Let's take a gander at the Athlete of the Week.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I've ever met. Oh, you're the best.
The Clinton County Prep Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Hoffman Auto Body. Whether your auto needs major or minor repairs, see Hoffman Auto Body. And by Little Augie's Pizza in Breeze, the choice for pizza, pasta, and more. Call 526-7040.
I appreciate it, Mel, as always. And our Athlete of the Week is Wesleyan Lady Warriors hoopster Jenna Hazelhorst. The senior planted 19 points and ripped down 6 rebounds against Hillsboro and Oakville last week. So Jenna Hazelhorst is our Athlete of the Week, and she's going to gather up a $10 gift certificate to Little Augie's Pizza in Breeze. Don't go away. We're back with Glenn Big Arm Corman via tape and more. This is Talking Sports on a Monday.
McKendree University is a great place to continue your sports career. It's also a great place to continue your education. McKendree offers a wide range of degrees, including master's degrees in business, nursing, education, and professional counseling. If you'd like, you can access McKendree's quality education through the flexibility of online degrees. To learn more about McKendree, log on to McKendreeOnline.com or call 1-800-BEARCAT. McKendree University is ready when you are.
Diane Chevrolet in Trenton is your exclusive SCA performance dealer. SCA is world-renowned for building the best lifted trucks you'll find anywhere. The 2018 Black Widow Silverado is on the lot and ready to go. This truck is as unique as you and comes equipped with Black Widow lighting, 6-inch lift kit, 20-inch black wheels, and more. See Dwayne, Nikki, or Dave for all the details. Or visit DianeChevrolet.com. This broadcast is a presentation of Wcxo Sports. Wcxo Sports is brought to you by the Benoff Insurance Agency in Breeze and Trenton, HSHS St. Joseph Hospital, Breeze, Breeze Dental Care, K&J Chevrolet, Reverman Chiropractic and Spinal Rehabilitation and Breeze Motor Sales, Southern Bus and Mobility, Kaskaskia College, the First National Bank of Carlisle, Reekman Brothers John Deere, Southern OBGYN Associates, Med Plus Physical Medicine, State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Klosterman, Central Illinois Truck Service, Breeze Family Vision, Tempo Bank, Country Financial representatives Keith Wilkin and Teresa Richards, and by the Carlisle and Breeze Hardys. WCXO Sports, powered by the Union Banner at Union Banner on Facebook. Your sports teams, your community, your radio station.
Do you mind if I turn on the radio?
The music is great and it doesn't cost anything.
It's Max 96.7.
Hello again, one and all. Rip here in the Bird Watson Health Mart studio. Yes, we're usually here from 6 until 7 on Monday and Wednesdays. Tonight's one of those rare exceptions. We have basketball on our airwaves at 6:15. That's the pre, and the game itself at about 6:30 from the Nashville Invitational, the Central Cougars against Brentwood Mo. So we're going to step it right up here and go to an interview from, well, this is from August 25th of 2018. This guy is on the Express Loop guest line. Is Bartel's Bart's manager, Glenn Big Arm Corman. And congratulations to you and your club on another Clinton County League championship. That's 6 in 8 years. That's 7 in 10 years. That's a dynasty.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's a good run. We'll go with that. Yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a good run, that's for certain.
Well, I'm going with dynasty. The Yankees have nothing on you.
We'll go with it then.
Maybe Babe and the guys, but well, what about that clincher in Centralia Sunday at J.C. Spray Park? The Budweisers busted out on top on that foul screen drive by Todd Bauer.
Yeah, Tony was a little slow. Tony Schaefer, our pitcher, he didn't get off to a great start. Wasn't bad, but right. Todd's such a good hitter. You make a mistake, and that's usually what happens with it. And he kept her just enough in the fair side, and we got down 2-0. And but luckily in the second inning we bounced back to tie it, and that kind of got our momentum going.
Yeah, you certainly do. You did. You busted through for 2 in the second and 3 in the third, so you framed 5 runs in those 2 innings to overshadow the Buds' single tally in the second. Corey Peppenhorst, speaking of home runs, he drilled one.
Yeah, ever since Corey got back behind the plate and started catching again, it looked like his focus was way 100% better, because he hit probably the second half of the year, he hit the ball really, really well for us and anchored that 4 spot. And, he got a hold of that one to give us the lead, and that one, that kind of, like I say, just got Tony where he could settle in with the lead, and he did the rest from there.
That was a 2-run pop, and he was 3 for 4 in the game. And let's see who else did a job for you at the dish, Big Arm.
Well, we had, Jason Cobb always does his deal.
Yep.
Hitting the double. He had a ringing double off the left field wall, and Dusty Cantner had a couple hits in there. And like I say, Bryce Hari, the 9-hole, he ended up getting the 2-out, 2-run single in the in the top of the second to tie it up 2-2 at the beginning. So we got pretty good balance all the way through 1 through 9, and it seemed that's kind of how we did it all year. Kobe Schulte chips in. Like I say, Kurt Peppenhorst out of the leadoff spot. He led us at hitting this year. So Tony Schaefer actually, after we kind of eliminated the DH and let him do his own hitting, he won a couple games. Matter of fact,
That's
the last
right.
game of the year over at Aviston, he kind of got us going with 3 hits and a home run. So yeah, it was Nolan Hockey was solid all year. So it was always all the way through the lineup.
Yeah, Tony's got a good stick too, but it's good to see some. You got the vets there. You mentioned them all, including Dusty, but some of those young guys that come through. That's always great.
Yeah, it was a really fun year because we had a good mixture. You got you start with like Dusty, he's got the most I guess seniority on the team, but right behind him is Jason Cobb, who's been there for 12 years now. And then, you added the Peppenhorst boys, so we got some really, really good leadership with those guys. And then you mix in Bryce Hari's and your Kobe Schulte's, Nolan Hockey, and Drew Johnson, who played a really, really good third base for us this year. So you mix in them youngsters. We had a couple other guys stepped in this year, Cody Bauza, and I can't say enough about Dylan Miller, played all year long and did whatever I asked him to do. And it wasn't always like Sunday getting in the game, but you've got to have, you've got to have a couple guys on the bench, and Dylan was willing to do that. So the older guys and younger guys really meshed well this year.
And Drew brought a lot of experience with him, a year of college from Lewis and Clark. He had a really fine season there, so it all came together for you once again. And Tony, as you mentioned, he was didn't have a spectacular beginning. He wasn't too rough, of course, as we alluded to a little bit, but he was really solid after the, I guess, third for sure. And so was John Freck as he came in for the final 5 frames.
Yeah, Tony, once he settled in, he has such confidence in his defense. That's why he's such a strike thrower. Like I say, when you go around the horn, you got Johnson and Cantner and Schulte and Cobb on infield, and then Kurt patrolling out there in center, and Hari and Hockey in right and left. They they work really good together. And then he really likes throwing to Corey Peppenhorst behind the plate. When Corey started catching them too, I mean, you don't see him shake. I don't think I've seen him shake 2 pitches off in the last 6 weeks. So
wow.
Once Tony got on his roll, that's how he likes to throw. Get it and throw, and he throws strike after strike.
He does. He does.
Keeps the fielders on their toes too, and it makes the defense play a little better.
It does, and Freck always does the same thing on the other side. That was always Gibby's approach. Why it's not some guys like to complicate things too much, man. Get it and hurl. But hey, now wait a minute. You did make 1 error last Sunday, so that defense fell apart on you, Big Arm.
We'll let them have us. Yeah, we'll try to clean that up for next year.
Yes, would you please work on that? Have a few sessions in the off season. But yeah, Tony was the winner.
Have a few sessions, but I'm not sure baseball.
That's true.
Involved.
That's fair. How long did that session last Sunday night? I wonder, huh?
No, it was pretty early. It was. We're getting older. It was pretty quick.
All right, and you've had so much practice at it, so. But yes, Tony gets the win there, and he also dazzled the Buds in the opener too, and your bats were really sizzling in that game. That was 11-1 win, I guess, in 8 innings. Jason Cobb had a 3-1 punch in that one, hit that drive a long way over that left field fence.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a long time for us, and it's just a kind of an intimidating figure right in the middle of the lineup. Not a whole lot of teams have that. Where at I guess what you say at any time. I mean, it doesn't matter the count, doesn't matter the situation. He's a threat to hit one out in any given time he's at the plate, and that's a big deal because you're only playing once a week, and if you can, and he usually does 4 or 5 times a year, and he's usually even better in the playoffs. So that's kind of his kind of mojo. Once the bigger the crowd, the bigger the scene, he usually steps up, and he's done a great job.
Yeah, definitely. Quite a fixture for you. And we don't want to forget about that semifinal victory either, because that went against the Germantown Reds, who have been really good over the last 2 or 3 years. And, of course, they knocked you out a season ago. Oh, yeah, Germantown's up and coming. And I tell you what, they've probably been our toughest opponent. We've had a rough time with them. They play a good game. They got some power, but they really put the ball in play, and they've got everybody on the team has speed, and they just make you be on your toes, because if you have a slip up or two there, they're all of a sudden they're going to steal a base and a bunt and a sac fly, and before you know it, they're tacking 3 and 4 and 5 runs on. And that's what they did last year. They got a big home run in the first, and they carried it from there. But I will say this, Tony was up for the challenge this year. I think he kind of kept that in the back of his mind all winter long, and he was ready for it. So I give him credit also for answering the bell there. That's what the good long memories. And, of course, while that game was going on, that was a 7-0 win for you over the Reds, and Centralia won that exciting semifinal game over Trenton at J.C. Spray Park. So not only the Clinton County, not only the league championship, but you want to know the regular season crown through a tiebreaker, a three-way tie, a three-way deadlock at the top, and that had never happened before in the 74-year history. Pretty special. Yeah, there's some parity. We were just kind of actually looking through the records of, in the past 74 years, and it looks to me like this league has always been a league of runs. I think one team builds a pretty strong base, and way back, you had Carlisle was really strong back in the early 80s. Yes. Trenton just dominated for, years and years. I think they won like 8 out of 11 at one point in time. And, early on, Germantown won a bunch of games. And then you had Aveston kind of dominated they won the 4 in a row, if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember the exact years, but they won a whole bunch of championships. It just goes and runs. And like I say, we've been fortunate. We got our first one in 2001. And then that was our first one, too. So I remember you saying that. We had no luck up until then, but shocking, actually. Broke the ice back there in 01, and we've been able to tally some more since then. Yeah, and the 7 team, it's been working out fine. Everybody, I'm sure, agrees it'd be better with it would be a better league with Carlisle in it, a sound Carlisle team. But you got to have a club that shows up. Yeah, that would be. I mean, I would like to see it go back to 8. And there's a lot of good tradition over there. I know. I still see Dick Kaler, a few times a year, and that just bothers him because he's got such pride, and he's been a Carlisle baseball man his whole life, and he would love to see a team start back up there, and I would too. I think it's good for the county. I mean, even county seat on top of that. Not everybody's going to have great attendance, but they always have a strong following. And as you've seen, like Sunday, there was quite a few non-Bartel's, non-Centralia people at the game, so people still do like to watch a good baseball game. Tony gets the CCL Playoff MVP award. We're going to talk to him later, and he also was your pitcher of the year for the Barts. And Little Pep, Kurt Peppenhorst, what was his batting average? What do you end up with? Big Arm? Don't have it from me. I think it was right at 437, somewhere in that area there. 437. Anybody else? Maybe somebody else above 400 on your team? We had a bunch of them right around there. I know Dusty, Cobber, Corey hit real well. There was a lot of guys. Kobe Schulte. We were out, like I said earlier. We had a really good mixture. There was not anybody just kind of jumped out at you this year. We lost a few. Obviously, we lost 4 games, so it says a lot for the league, but. We kind of had to mix and match some lineups together this year because Kurt actually got married this summer, so we had a couple of weeks where they were missing, and everybody's getting busy these days. You know how it is. You get families and so on and so forth, and there's some times you can't be there. So we mixed and matched a lot this year, but we kind of gelled at the end. It worked out all right for you. Most of the guys signed up for 2019, or negotiations will start in earnest shortly. I don't negotiate. I said, keep your uniform. I'll see you next year. I don't really give too much of a choice. All right, Glenn. And they play. They play the game to right. They're a good group of guys. They really are. And most everybody is. You don't see them, snapping off infield flies or something like that. They try to set a good example and
you hit a home run, you give it the old Scott roll and put your head down and run. You know,
Oh,
there's a whole lot of people before you hit home runs.
Yeah, there are going to be plenty afterwards. But
there's going to be plenty after us. That's right. That's why I kind of tell them, just play the game the right way. And, you know, one of my old high school coaches, I still remember, Al Warnick, said, if you're good, people will notice. You don't.
If you're looking for Nissan quality, be sure to check out what Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan and Centralia has to offer. Munkins has the entire field covered with a great lineup of Nissans, including Maximas, Altimas, and Sentras, SUVs and crossovers, and Titan and Frontier trucks. And you can relax when you shop Munkins because you know you're getting the better deal every time, along with terrific service after the sale. For your Nissan, log on to Munkin1.com, or better yet, visit Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in person, Route 161 West in Centralia.
Want easy online banking and bill paying with an ATM and debit card that allows you to set personal spending limits? Then Tempo Bank's the place for you. Tempo Bank makes it easy for today's consumers to spend more time with your families and less time balancing your accounts and paying bills. Tempo Bank has 2 locations to better serve you. Call 526-7256 in Breeze or 224-9228 in Trenton. They'll be glad to help you. Tempo Bank is your answer to easy, hassle-free banking.
Isaac Rental Property in Carlisle invites you to sit back and relax. Rip is coming right back.
When wearing contacts, you shouldn't even be able to feel them. If they're uncomfortable or feeling dry, come see us at Lebanon Optometric Center or Breeze Family Vision Center. We'll find the right contacts for you, whether it's multifocal, astigmatism, daily disposables, or hybrid lenses. Don't suffer through contacts that are just fine. We have all the major brands to choose from, and with locations in Breeze and Lebanon, if you damage or tear your contacts, we can replace them right away. Start seeing clearer today with a little help from Breeze Family Vision Center or Lebanon Optometric Center.
You've heard me say it before, when your trucks are your life, you need to be turning to be earned. I am Perry Stampa from Central Illinois Truck Service in Greenville. If your commercial tractor and trailer is down, we can get you back on the road faster and for less money than you thought possible. If it has wheels and an engine, we can fix it, including farm equipment. We are also building semi-trucks if you are ready for an upgrade. Call us today at 664-2646 or stop by Central Illinois Truck Service in Greenville.
Welcome to our music warehouse. Lucky you're not the one who has to refile all these CDs. Playing everything.
You've got Max 96.7.
We welcome you back one more time. Rip here in the Bird Watson Health Mart studio on a Monday. Yep, we began at 5:30. We're going to shut her down in just a couple. High school basketball shows up with a pregame about 6:15 between Central and Brentwood from the Nashville Invitational. Tomorrow, I believe we have 3 games on the air at 4, 7, and 8:30 from the Highland Invitational. That's girls basketball. What else? Carlisle's down at Benton tonight as they open up the Benton Invite against Cesar Valeur. Also this evening at the Oakville Invitational is Westland and Jabot. The Salem Invitational begins on Wednesday. That is the oldest midwinter tournament in the state, but a lot of good hoops, boys and girls, around this week. And again, we have coverage of the Nashville Invitational and the Highland Invitational. Midweek, the midwinter basketball tournaments, midwinter basketball classics, whichever. Okay, tonight we heard on tape Glenn Big Arm Corman. Hey, before you know it, it's going to be baseball season again. High school, Clinton County, American Legion, you name it. And Wednesday night, we're back to some live action. We will have Carlisle High wrestling coach Ben Wademan with us. They have their first, I'm going by memory, home match of the year on Friday. I do believe they're hosting a regional too. They have 1 or 2 just outstanding, really outstanding wrestlers, or a couple of guys having outstanding seasons. They're all good grapplers and all. But we'll get the word from Ben Wademan Wednesday night. And again, we're on at 5:30 then, 5:30 until about 6:05 or so. So let's shut her down now. We'll bring you, Greg Meyer will have basketball for you at 6:15 or in that zip code area. This has been Talkin' Sports, Real Sports Talk on Max 96.7 WCXO. We'll see you Wednesday night at 5:30 on Talkin' Sports.
Talkin' Sports was powered by Anne-Marie Tabin at First Bank in Breeze. Contact Anne-Marie for your mortgage product needs. Talkin' Sports was brought to you by Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in Centralia Kaskaskia College. The future's yours at Kaskaskia College. Emin Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. Diane Chevrolet in Trenton. Nordike Funeral Home with 5 locations to serve your needs. McKendree University in Lebanon. Trenton Processing. And by Becker Jewelers with locations in Breeze and Highland and always online at beckerjewelers.com. Thank you for joining us for this WCXO sports presentation of Talkin' Sports on Max 96.